Greetings, dear beloved. How y'all doing? Okay, I think I have. That was a good, smooth transition. Very smooth. Just bring it down just a little bit there. All right, here we go. All right, we are in business. Whew, what a day. 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 All right, let me close this out. Let me close that out. Greetings, dear beloved. Welcome to Ask Dr. Akilah Q&A live stream. We had a good time last Tuesday. I had to think about it. We had a good time last Tuesday. And so let's see if we can pop it off. Now, I'm not going to promise that we're going to do this every Tuesday. Not at all. Not at all. I'm just saying that last Tuesday, I promised to do this again the following Tuesday. So here I am. And we had a really good time. If you guys ever get a chance to check that out, please do so. Please go and to the channel and look at our past videos. I think the last video I did, that wasn't the most last video. I think it was the most, yeah, there we go. So the video before that one was a study that shows that eating more rice could help fight obesity. And I should have put emphasis on the fact that what type of rice we should eat, not just any kind of rice, because white rice, especially the ones that have been bleached, are going to provide you zero nutrients. However, fun fact, it will fill you up, believe it or not. Okay, I mean, granted, it's a rice that's void of nutrients, but it's still going to be filling. I just have to be honest with you, but it's not the preferable rice that I would go for. So it is. I guess with that video, what would you say I was trying to do? I was just trying to get some information out there with that type of with that information, and it's like the short videos that I do, which gives you quick information on what to look out for, and what not to look at, what to do and what not to do. Like the video before that one was, we had our live stream, but then the video I'm proud of, and I'm surprised it's not getting a lot of traction. I know, don't get me wrong, I totally know I have to rebuild this channel back up from scratch because I abandoned it for 3 years. 3 years I abandoned this channel. And I want to get back into it because, I have been getting back into it because the best way for me to stay healthy is to preach it. And because I'm the kind of person who practices what I preach, that is one of the simplest ways for me to actually stay on my health regimen. You know what I'm saying? Because I do practice what I preach. And so if I don't preach it, then I'm not going to practice it. And that's what happened with my health last year. So actually, I'm doing this more for me than you all, but you all get the benefit. So that video that says the many reasons why ginger works better than aspirin, that was a video that I was like, wow, that should really have taken off. But I mean, it's doing well, but not the kind of well that I would think that people would do. I don't know. I guess my viral video, because I have about 3 viral videos, maybe even more on this channel. And I think the most viral, the biggest video I've had with 9 million, did I say 9,000? Blasphemy. 9 million views was the benefit of ginger. It's very dated, but the information is very relevant. It's still applicable to this day. So there was that. And of course, poor diet caused more physical harm than smoking. I guess that was a duh moment, like, duh, who cares anyway, like that. So basically, I just want people to understand that there's certain things, there's videos I'm going to be throwing out that's very short. And hold on. Hello, holistically powerful. One moment. I'm going to answer your question in a minute, beloved. So I know there's going to be videos I'm going to put out there that are very short to the point. But I'm going to do that until I can get into a rhythm of the type of videos that I can do for this channel. Besides the live stream. Okay, so I just got to feel my groove. Do you understand? Hey, Dark Star, thank you for coming, girlfriend. Do you understand that right before I got on the air, I am not lying, I spent 3 hours trying to find a place, this like a Airbnb or a hotel to book for the weekend. Like I unplug, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Once a weekend, I unplug. That means no laptop. I do keep my phone on, but I don't check my text messages or anything like that unless I'm communicating. Like if I'm doing an Airbnb, of course I'm gonna have to communicate to her through texts and stuff like that. But other than that, I unplug and just lay there, and for the first time, maybe even watch some TV, but I'm usually watching documentaries and things like that, and just spending the entire time sleeping. I need that in order to stay refreshed, and that time is coming up. Anyway, it's really hard to find these rooms because I'm either picking a weekend that something's going on and I didn't know about it, and then the freaking rooms are booked. But anyway, long story short, I finally picked a hotel room, and I did it through Expedia.com, and they booked me for the wrong day. And you know I was on that phone like, hey, just a girl, how you doing? You know I was on that phone like, you better, no, you better give me a refund, dude. Y'all not gonna swindle me like that. And they did, they did, because they realized they made a mistake, and so I got my money back. And then I finally found a hotel. It's a little out there, but what you gonna do? I don't know what's going on in Georgia on the 17th, but apparently that must be a big day. Okay, so let me start answering questions. I know you're like, shut up, we don't care about your first world problems of booking our room. We want you to answer our questions. Okay, holistically powerful. How can I naturally gain weight? Give me your height and your weight. Let me see if you're really underweight. I need to know your height and your current weight right now, and then I'll tell you. So, and guys, go ahead if you have any health questions. This is the time. I'm looking at the chat right now. Feel free to post it in the chat room right now. Okay, you're 5'2" and 108. Oh, you're an itty bitty. When I say itty bitty, I'm not talking about your weight. I'm talking about your height. You are 5'2", 108 pounds. Wow, hold on. I'm sorry. I hate to be a heightophobic, but I'm so tall. I'm not used to dealing with somebody. I want to give you the correct, hold on. I want to give you the correct information here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I can't even phantom that. You know what I'm saying? Like, height and weight. Let me tell you why I have to look that up. Because the reason why I have to look that up is because when I tell people I'm 6'3" and that I weigh 165 pounds, you don't know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you weigh, let me put this in. So that's why I have to look your stuff up, because I'm like, I don't know what that looks like. Okay, you're 5'2" and you weigh 108 pounds. Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. It sounds like you are not underweight. Hold on. I want to make sure though. Oh, here we go. A female. We have to say for females though, because females are a little, we have to naturally have to have more body fat than men. Okay, so it's a different calculation, but it doesn't seem like you're underweight. I promise you, it doesn't seem like you're. I don't think so. Hold on, girlfriend. I'm gonna come up with you. I want to make sure. I am not. I'm not giving you, I want to make sure I give you the right information for that. Okay, it doesn't seem like you're underweight. Are you want to be big? You want to be thick? It sounds like you're in, well, I knew you was girlfriend, you didn't tell me you female. I'm 5'2". No man ever will tell me that he's 5'2" and weigh 108 unless he in his deathbed. Here's something I want all you women to know something. This is fact. Men lie about their height. Women lie about their weight. So a man who's 5'2" would never tell me he's 5'2", ever. It doesn't seem like you're underweight. How much weight do you seem like you're in the normal weight range. Thick but not thick fat. So you're normal weight, but you want to get thick. In what area do you want to get thick? Let me see who else has a question. Okay. Sushi rice, good. I can pig out on some sushi rice. I don't know. Sushi rice, no. I think sushi rice is bleached rice, isn't it? Isn't it, Farah? Hi, how you doing, by the way? Around the hip area. Okay. Woo. Thank you. All right. See, you gotta see how you gotta weed through everything. All right. You cannot spot reduce, but if you want big hips, this is what you do. You're gonna have to get into the gym, and I'm gonna tell you the things you want some hips. I'll put some hips on you. Let me tell you what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do squats, lunges. You're gonna have to get on that leg press machine. You could do standing lunges or walking lunges, and what else? And leg lifts. Okay. So those are the things. I never heard of. Let me look up sushi rice. So those are the things that's gonna make you get hips. And now listen, avocados are gonna be your best friend. Anything dealing with essential fatty acids, high in essential fatty acids. And see, me, I gotta watch out for avocados. I love guacamole. But honey, I can only eat guacamole, you ready for this? Once a month. I don't have discipline with avocados. And the reason why I don't have discipline, because it's so delicious and it will make me gain weight big time. I think it will do the same with you. So I would deal with a lot like flax seeds, walnuts. Start getting your nuts in there. Start dealing with almond butter. Start dealing with your, but really make avocado your best friend. Put it in your smoothies. You can put it in, make guacamole out of it. You can make some, nice dips out of it. So do that. How can you best supplement for vegan? Just a girl, rewrite that, girlfriend. I have no idea what you're asking me. You got to rewrite that phone. Let me look at what sushi rice is all about. I never heard of sushi rice, guys. When I make my rice, I don't use white. I make my own sushi, by the way, when I right now I don't even eat nothing, but eggplant is my best friend right now. Sushi rice. Sushi rice. I need to look up the definition, how you make it. Sushi rice recipe. Here we go. Sushi rice recipe. Okay, 2 cups of sushi short grain rice. What does that mean? You know what? I'm just going to say no. Because since it looks white, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on the sushi rice. Because I can't. Nobody is telling me what it's. Is it bleached? Is it... all I can see is that they're saying use sushi short grain rice. Like, I'm gonna say no to the sushi rice because it's white. I'm gonna be racist against the rice. Well, let me tell you what I used to make my sushi out of. Are you ready? Are you really ready to see when I used to make sushi, and we're talking about vegan sushi, okay? You know what I should do? I used to make it out of couscous or quinoa. The same way you can use sushi rice, you can use it for quinoa or couscous. But if you really want it to stick, I would say the quinoa, that stuff is really sticky. Okay, couscous can be a little fluffy, and what I will make stick with that is I would mix it. Oh God, the stuff I used to eat. I used to mix it in with a little almond butter to make it stick. But I guess you can substitute that with anything else. But like, But I'm serious. This is what I would do. Hey, Alicia, this is what I would do. Though I would either use the couscous or the quinoa, right? Then I would have always have carrot, celery, vegan cream cheese. All right. And what would I would even use. This is so delicious, but this is extra. I don't suggest doing this. This is so delicious. I need to put this. I would use tempeh. Okay. I would use tempeh and basically cut fry the tempeh and then cut it in small strips. Okay. And then put those strips and cut them into the sushi. It is so good. Hey, Iriam, I could be mispronouncing your name, but I would do that for my sushi. That'd be great, delicious. Okay, so let me see. Have I? Let's see. Anybody else? I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay. Suggestions on naturally healing an underactive thyroid. There is an herb for that. Well, hold on. Who said you had a underactive thyroid? And I need you to answer 2 questions for me. Who said you had an underactive thyroid? And I need your height and weight. I live in Atlanta. I would love to visit your office. At this moment, I'm not practicing. I might come back into the business, but at this moment, I decided not to. I'm just the only thing I'm providing is consultations for old clients. You know what I'm saying? Because they spoiled me, and I'm a VIP for certain fibroid consultations, but those are very expensive. But as for general practice and things like that, I have not come back to the field yet. At this moment, I'm not doing it. But this is what I'm here for. You guys can give me your questions here, and I'll be straight up with you. If you need to see a natural doctor, I will suggest one. Well, I don't know one specifically. I lost touch with everybody when I left to go to Germany. But I'm back now, and I'm just basically here to give you guys some information. Please come back. New clients will spoil you more. I have to think about it though. This is the thing. It's I told you guys why I left, I'm really good at what I do, but I'm very strict. I'm no nonsense. As you can say, I'm a little mean, but I'm effective. I'm not going to be somebody that's going to cuddle people. I don't care about anybody's feelings. I care about the results. I care about your body. And I think the day and age of, we're in the age of fifis. We're in the day and age of safe space and, oh my God, I am so insulted. You know what I'm saying? I'm over that. And particularly you sisters, boy. Woo! You know what I mean? When you tell a sister, hey, that situation that situation you're involved in, or this, what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you my biggest thing with black women. Okay. The biggest problem I have with black women, they're trying to be the best in their business and trying to be mothers. I have a huge problem with that. You can't be both. Sorry. One will have to suffice. You'll have to sacrifice one for the other. If you're going to have the most bomb business and you're going to be this impeccable entrepreneur, you're going to suck as a mother. And women can't handle that. They can't handle that. And if you want to be the best mom, you're going to suck at business. Children are a full-time job and a part-time job. Did you hear what I just said? Children are a full-time job and a part-time job. So you're trying to have a full-time job, 2 full-time jobs and a part-time job? and be successful in both? No, that doesn't work. You would have to be born into money to make that work. And when I say born into money, meaning you can hire people to be the nanny or to be your personal assistant that's running your job, but you can't do both. Okay, a doctor, and one more thing, and before I'm gonna just say your last name because I can't pronounce your first name, Riviera. Before I get into Miss Riviera's question, that's the thing. When I would try to tell black women the things that they were doing wrong, I would get lip back. And I'm saying, and this is me, I'm not going to argue from a position of facts and try to debate the situation. What I'm going to do is, if you think you can be the best mother in the world as well as the best entrepreneur, the best and the most successful entrepreneur simultaneously, what I'm going to do is say, okay, check this out. I'm calling you a liar, and therefore I'm backing out as your naturopath because I want you to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And I'll refund every consultation you ever had with me. Since you really think you can do all that, okay? Since you really think you can do all that, then go do it. That's what I am. And then they salty, they mad because they realize I'm right. I don't fight with that. Okay, let's see, we go. A doctor's assistant said my thyroid was underactive. The doctor works with both natural products and conventional. He is an MD. I don't trust medical doctors who say that they do both. I'm gonna tell you something about that. Hold on a second. Never, I haven't said this in a long time. Never, ever, 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 ever trust a medical doctor who is practicing medicine and then he's dabbling in natural work, natural products, and also natural herbs. You know why? Here's the thing, okay? You have to decide which team you're going to play on. That's like me selling cocaine and crack, but then I'm also selling herbs too. That doesn't work that way. I'm selling herbs that's going to heal you, but then I'm also selling things that's going to chemicals that are going to kill you. He's doing the same thing. He's selling chemicals that are damaging your health and killing you, but also selling herbs. These people can't be trusted. Okay? So you guys stop thinking, oh, well, he's a medical doctor, but he also deals with herbs. These are your biggest enemies. Okay? You should never trust a medical doctor who currently, granted, do you have medical doctors who used to practice medicine, who used to have a license to practice medicine? But if you're a medical doctor who used to have a license to practice medicine, you are still part of the problem. For example, I hate to do this to him, but I'm going to have to call him out. Dr. Richardson. Anybody familiar with him here? Oh, he used to, emphasis on the used to, he used to practice in Atlanta. Press 1 if you know who I'm talking about. Serena Williams thought she could get back on the court after she gave birth. She couldn't do it. Exactly, Farrah. Exactly. And she got money. And she got money to have a nanny. But she wants to be an active mother, which I support. Hello, Delight. Who here? Okay, you guys don't know who Dr. Richardson is, okay? Okay, never mind. Let me tell y'all who Dr. Richardson is. Let me see if he's still practicing before I start talking about this bad. Because I haven't, let's see, Dr. Richardson. Let's see. Well, he was in downtown Atlanta, that was a long time ago though. Oh, let me see if he's still practicing. No, he was sentenced. Sorry. Ooh, he went to. Oh no, he went to jail. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God, guys! Oh, shoot! Wow, he went to jail. Okay. Wow. Oh my God, he's in jail as I speak right now. He ain't in the county jail. He's in the federal penitentiary. He is in federal prison right now. Oof. He ain't the only medical doctor who in jail either. Dr. Nisar Parekha, I don't know how to pronounce that, was sentenced to 7 years and 3 months. Dr. Paul Rubel, he was sentenced 5 years. Dr. Robert Richia out of LaGrange was sentenced to 10 years. Let me tell you about these stupid doctors. All of these doctors I'm naming right now are medical doctors, okay? Listen, and they all dabbled in holistic health. You know why they're in jail right now? Selling the pain medicine, opioids, for overprescribing opioids. And this is why I say never trust these people. Now, Dr. Richardson and I know each other very well. And no, I was never one of his wives. No, Dr. Richardson, I don't know if he's still vegetarian in private prison, but Dr. Richardson is vegan. Well, was vegan. Dr. Richardson was deep into the black community and the conscious community. And Dr. Richardson was all about holistic health. You know, he did do a little good by accepting insurance, but giving you holistic health in the process. And so that was one of the small goods he did. However, here's the bad things he did. He preached polygamy or polyandry, however you want to pronounce it. Okay. He believed that black women should accept sharing one man. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. Okay. But let me just say this. You can't be a toxic man talking about I want to be a polygamist. I always notice men who are mentally deranged are the ones who talk about, I want more than one wife. You all need to share me. And if you got to be on food stamps and get a government pension, then that's too good too. Anyway, he was one of these clowns. And we used to butt heads about that. I was like, your wife won't let you have another wife. So why are you sitting here promoting polygamy? Anyway. He was a certified medical doctor. He had a license to practice medicine. And he still, even though he would suggest herbs, he still would prescribe medicine for Percocet, for antibiotics, for Lupron, the things that I am against. So he's an example, and all medical doctors are that way. The only way I would trust and halfway trust a medical doctor who has a license to practice medicine is if he says, I have a license to practice medicine, but I'm going to be relinquishing that license and I'm going to be abandoning the pharmaceutical aspect of my practice. But why would these medical doctors do that when they spend $200, $300, maybe even for $500,000 for medical school and expenses, and they got to pay that money back? They became doctors to do this and to make money. There's no big money there's really not no big money in being a holistic doctor. So you should never trust a medical doctor. So therefore, anyway, I've been on a long rant. So in conclusion, who is that asked me that? So in conclusion, okay, Miss Riviera, your medical doctor can't be trusted. I would leave him alone. And you're 5'5" and 180 pounds. You are not, I didn't see that last part. You do not have an underactive thyroid. If you had an underactive thyroid, real talk, if you had an underactive thyroid and you were 5'5", you would be 108 pounds, like holistically powerful. You would be skinny. It'd be so hard for you to gain weight. That's what an underactive thyroid. So I would get rid of that doctor. He's not in your best health. He's lying to you. And to be honest, I would say you need to lose 10 pounds. You weigh more than me, girlfriend, and I'm 6'3". So you don't have an underactive thyroid. And this doctor's trying to keep you sick so that he can keep getting money off of you. Fire him. Fire him today. Get rid of him. Osteoporosis, osteoarthritis of the knee. What is good for pain and inflammation and swelling? Gotta figure out I gotta figure out what you're doing. Are you doing any dairy, Alyssa? Before I tell you the things to do, I need to find out what you are, if you're doing any dairy and any acidic drinks. Let's see. Just a girl say, I'm asking about supplementation because I want to adopt a vegan diet, but I read that it lacks vitamins such as B12, and there's a natural food base for supplements anything need. Okay, let me tell you something about B12. I never suffered from a B12 shortage for when I was a vegan, and I'm still a vegan now. And you know why? Because of the friendly bacteria I have, and I am not a clean freak. Like I have access to a garden, and I have access to a farm, and I have access to a greenhouse. And I don't put pesticides, well, they don't put pesticides, but I don't put pesticides to clean my food. So I'm eating those. And also there's nutritional yeast is very high in B12. But let's say, for instance, you are deficient in B12, then go ahead and take a B12 supplement. Also, let me just say this. It's going to sound strange for me, but veganism is not for everybody. Veganism is not for everybody. I saw people getting mad at the vegan prince because he's been a vegan for 5 years or something like that, and all of a sudden he says that he's no longer a vegan. He's eating nothing but meat, and the bloody the better. And the vegan community he said, ever since I've been eating bloody meat, I have been feeling wonderful. Now, let me tell you something. I looked at this guy. I saw his interview. Let me show you the interview. Actually, I'm going to give you the interview right now. And I want you to look at him. Let's see. The vegan prince this morning. Here we go. I want you to look at him. Here we go. I'm going to give you the link. I'll give you the copy link. I'm going to give you this, the link so you can see, so you can look at him and see what I'm talking about, right? All right, here we go. This is the link to the interview. Don't watch it. Just go and look at him. And I want you to look at him. Actually, let me go over there and just point out the things myself. Okay, never mind. I can see it right here. All right. So this is a guy who is a descendant of recessive genes. He is genetically inferior. He is not of the type of breed of human that will survive on a vegan diet. Based upon his lineage, his ancestry, he must eat meat. Okay? He must eat meat. So I have never said that veganism is for everybody. You will never find a video of me saying that. You will never find an audio of me saying that. You will never find a live stream or even a lecture of me saying everybody should be vegan. No. You never heard me say that because I don't believe in it. Some people do not belong do not need to be vegan. And I don't promote veganism to everybody. Now, what I do believe everybody should not do, okay, is eat red meat. But, you know, to each his own. So, but what I'm saying, I just went on a rant on that one. But what I'm saying is that veganism is not for everybody. And if you have, if you know, it depends on what type of genes you have to be vegan. And also, if you have the money, because it's very expensive, I'm not gonna lie, it's expensive to be vegan and it's time consuming. If you don't have it, then just go vegetarian. Just go vegetarian. If you don't have the money and you definitely don't have the time to prep for all this food, because it is a prepping process, okay, then just go vegetarian. I don't understand that. You know, and because when you go vegan, people are like, okay, I can't make it to vegan, it's too hard. Let me go start eating cheap chicken and ribs. Nom 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 nom. No. Do that. Okay, let me go back. I'm so behind. Joanna said, oh, hold on. Holistically Powerful says, wait, hold on. Farrah Wood says, I'm so behind. Let me stop right here. Okay. Farrah Wood says, Black women all already share men. They just don't all live under one roof. These are facts, girl. Girl, stop dropping them fact bombs. What's wrong with you? Okay, Holistically Powerful says, I mentally, physically, all the above share a man. Oof. Wow. Hi, Dr. There's nothing I can say behind that. That's like, wow, you guys are something else. I'm amazed. Hi, Dr. Akilah. My sister has PCOS and wondering what's the best direction I can point her into. I don't know anyone who I don't know because I'm not practicing anymore until further notice. I mean, I'm getting back into the practice, but as of right now, that's not going to happen. And because I have removed myself from my practice back in 2015, I don't even network anymore with other natural doctors or holistic practitioners. So I'm afraid I don't know anyone to point your sister into. I apologize for that. I mean, like I said, I'm going to get back into it, but not now. It's not going to happen now. My mother is a law okay. Yes, dairy. Okay, so Alicia, you're on dairy? Girl, stop it. That's the reason why you have arthritis. Cut out the dairy. Hey, Dr. Akilah, what causes, oh my God, didn't we just deal with this big word yesterday? Didn't you, Sapphira, didn't you ask me about this big word about dandruff? You was like, what causes dandruff? Isn't that dandruff? Dark Star says, do you have a natural approach to dealing with lupus? Yes, there's actually a natural cure for it, but it's, unfortunately, that's going to be the same. I'm going to have to give you the same answer I gave to the sister who wants to refer her sister for PCOS. Going to have to either find a naturopath who has a success rate in it, or wait until I get back in. That's not dandruff. Okay, Sapphira, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go Google, because I'm not doing this. I did this last week. I'm not doing this today. I need you to go and find the common word for that. That's that big ass word you just said is for moles. See what I mean? See, I'm not playing this game with y'all. I'm not doing it. If you guys use big words, Latin medical words, you better go and Google it to tell me the basic words. So these three big Latin medical words are another word for moles. Y'all better cut that out. I'm gonna put y'all on blast. Y'all keep doing that. I'm gonna put y'all on blast. Last week, a sister could have said, Dr. Akilah, what's the best thing? What's the natural remedy for dandruff? Instead, she gives me these big words that I couldn't even pronounce. I'm like, what the hell? And then I researched it and found out that was dandruff. And then you want to come in here with some these three big words I'm not even going to try to pronounce, which means moles. Y'all better make this stuff simple. That's what's wrong right now. Y'all overcomplicate things. Stop overcomplicating things. Don't fall into that trap. Keep it simple. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Does garlic, ginger, turmeric, horseradish, onions, and hot peppers considered a natural antibiotic when hydrated and transformed into powdered substance? Oh, that's a really good question. And I'm gonna have to say yes, except the horseradish. And I'm gonna say, yeah, no, that horseradish, no. Garlic, ginger, turmeric, definitely. That's gonna be the top of the list. Can your diet depend upon your race though? It depends on your genetics, because you can be mixed race. You know what I'm saying? You can have multiple races. Like you can have several races, and it just depends your diet. Because people used to say, well, it depends on your blood type. Well, that's just stupid, because they try to say people with blood type O, will never survive on a vegan diet. They must be meat eaters. I'm like, are you serious? I'm O positive. I'm O positive. I think it's all on your genetics. I don't look at blood types. I don't look at your race. I look at your genetics. You have different races that have superior genetics and inferior genetics. And that goes for all races, including black folks. Black people have inferior genes too. But you have some black folks, you have many black folks who have superior genes. It just depends on the genetics of that person. I can look at someone and just basically just look at their entire body. Okay? And I was like, inferior genetics. Like this guy, the vegan prince, this dude is puffy. He looks like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely have inferior genes. Go look at him. Like, oh my God. Hold on. Look at the nose. Look at the hair. All right. I mean, oh, good Lord. This dude, he's definitely, no, I wouldn't be surprised if there was inbreeding in that family. I'm serious. And I'm not being mean. I'm just being dead serious, dude. Seriously. Okay. Anyway. How can one get rid of fibroids without going underneath the knife? Well, there's several ways you can do it. You can either buy one of the programs. It's a do-it-yourself program that's sold on Celestial Healing website, but I created it. Okay. Or you can get the most expensive service through, if you want me to be directly involved, you know what I'm saying, it's called a VIP package. Right now, or here's something else, because this is the reason why I left. For some reason, back in the day, people said there was somebody better than me. There were several people better than me who could reduce fibroids. I said, okay, I'll take you upon that offer. And so I left. You know what I'm saying? And came back and nobody took my chair. Wow. Okay. All right. So that's that. But even though those packages are do it yourself, they're still effective. One has money back guarantee. The other one does not. Okay. Let me put the emphasis on, and it says so on their website. One package has money back guarantee if the fibroids does not shrink. Now, when we say shrink, meaning that they're not going to shrink all the way. Because if you have 22 centimeter fibroids, there's no way you're gonna shrink those, okay, in 6 weeks. That's just stupid and crazy. It's gonna be, but once they start shrinking, you know what I'm saying, you just stay on the program and just do that until they're gone. What's the best for diabetes, whole food and what supplements? Diabetes requires you to change your diet, get rid of dairy. Okay, get rid of dairy. Also, there was something else there was some in reference to diabetes. Cut down on that bread, unless you're doing flat bread. And supplements, it just depends. It just depends on the body. You can easily go online and look at. Actually, just go on some of the articles I wrote on my blog, which should be accessible on celestialhealing.net, and see in reference to herbs that are good for diabetes. Get rid of dairy though. Y'all do too much ice cream and that and milk. Things like that. Okay, so it's moles for people getting moles off your face. I'm trying to think, did I have a remedy for moles? Because that's a blood condition. I didn't get that many people who had problem with their moles, but I did know someone who had a mole. I remember this young lady. She had a huge mole that was newly forming on her face. And she already had some small moles. And I do remember that we were able to get rid of the new mole. Okay. All right. Got bad news for y'all and some good news. If you've had an old mole on your body for all your life, it's never going to go away. But if you have new moles that surface in the last 2 to 3 years, they can go away. All right. But if you had moles all your life, or let me just say this, if you had moles for the last 15 years, ain't nothing gonna be done. You can't do nothing but surgery on that one. But I remember that she had, she had this big, and her blood was so toxic. She needed extensive liver cleansing, urinary tract cleansing, kidney cleansing. We had to deal with all of that down there. Okay. So basically the toxicity, the chemicals in her blood, that's what was causing the moles. And so the body was just basically, like a little small cyst and everything. It just collects those impurities in that little small area so it won't turn into cancer. So that's that. So that's the thing on moles. But yeah, we was able to successful. But as far as the remedy, I have to go look in my files to see what I used on her. Because she was like the first and the last case, actually. Because nobody else came to me with that problem. And the ones who did, they had those moles all their lives. Can someone shrink fibroids without... Oh, all right. Yeah, of course. I've done it many years. Can someone shrink fibroids without using... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't read that correctly. Sorry, Trish. Can someone shrink fibroids without using herbs? Yeah, you can go to the medical doctor. You go to the medical doctor, they'll put all these plastic pills in you that'll make you barren for the rest of your life. That'll shrink them. And then you have to get a hysterectomy 10 years later. It works, but the cost. If you have fibroids, can it be the cause of losing your baby after carrying 6 months? Yes, it can. Fibroids are caused from either some kind of physical trauma, sexual trauma, or some emotional trauma. Let me just talk about the emotional trauma for a second. There are times when women have had abortions in the past, and then when they find a good man and they want to start a family with him, and then they can't because they have fibroids, especially intercavity fibroids, or subserosal or submucosal. Dang on it. Boy, I need to get back into this. They'll have, let me just put it plain. Intercavitary fibroids. I think it's submucosal fibroids. And these fibroids are created because of her feeling guilty about the abortion, her having problems with the abortion, her feeling like she has done God wrong. Now, I'm not going to get into all of the religious things. I'm not religious, but I'm just going to say this. Once you get past that and she forgives herself and she understands that she is the creatress, she can, believe it or not, you're the goddess. You can create and you can destroy. Like if you bust a light bulb, nobody is like, oh my God, you bust a light bulb, you're going to hell. No. And you didn't kill the energy in that light bulb. That energy went into something else like the computer, or it went into the toaster, or it went into the blender, okay? Or it went into the battery charger of your phone. Energy is infinite, okay? So just because you killed the body which the energy is stored in does not mean you killed the energy itself. So when I break this down to them and I understand that you have to forgive yourself for that. There's no one's judging you but you. But because of the abortion, they feel guilty. And because of the abortion they had, they feel like they betrayed themselves. They betrayed their womb. They betrayed their female essence, and that's not true. So therefore, what I do is we have a psychological consultation in reference to that to show them that no. You need to forgive yourself and let it go. You did nothing wrong there. Also, so the same thing could be with the if you had a miscarriage. Women who have a miscarriage will say, oh my God, especially if you had a miscarriage and you had an abortion before you had a miscarriage. Like, say for instance, you had an abortion at the age of 16 and you had a miscarriage at the age of 21. Well, the first thing you're going to think is you're being punished for the abortion you had at 16. No, that's not the case. And we talk about that, and I break that down for women because that happens a lot too. And so because of that, women will subconsciously will create the fibroids that will prevent that pregnancy from happening again. So there's a lot of situations that will cause fibroids, and the reason why I was so successful is because I took the time. There were no time limits on the consultation because I needed to know everything about you to know how to shrink your specific fibroids. So yeah, that happens. Okay. Please, how can I go about the fibroid program with you if there's a way to contact you? Cause I'm new here. This is my thing. Go to Celestial. Let me go here. Let me give it to you right now. Hold on. I'm getting some. What is that? There we go. All right. If you want to go through the VIP way to get involved with me personally, that's the only way, is the VIP way. But my science is still taught in the platinum and the bronze. It's still taught in the do-it-yourself program is the bronze package and the platinum package. The package that involves me personally is the VIP package, which is very expensive, but it's your money back if your fibroids don't shrink and you don't get any results, you get your money back. What are your thoughts on acupuncture for fibroids? Acupuncture is good, but it does not alone. Acupuncture alone will not shrink your fibroids. And that's another misnomer. People thought, oh, if I drink this particular tea, or if I get acupuncture, you know what I'm saying? Or if I just basically meditate, or if I just go vegan, my fibroids will go away. No, it's a regimen. It's a complete whole entire body transformation. You have to deal with your diet. You have to deal with your thinking. You have to deal with your way of life. You have to deal with your surroundings. And even if you got to get rid of people, you got to do that too. You know, some women still suffer from fibroids because they refuse to get rid of that stupid man that they can't get enough of. I tell you, would you recommend a castor oil pack for fibroid cysts? And, There's only two things. There's no such thing as fibroid cysts. There's only fibroids and cysts. Are you saying, do I recommend a castor oil packs for cysts? Ovarian cyst, I think I'm addicted to cheese. Okay, that's not a good thing to be addicted to. What I would suggest is that you slowly wean yourself off of cheese from animals and then go to vegan cheese and then slowly wean yourself off of that. I would like to do whatever I can to try to shrink the fibroids and herbs because I take medication for lupus. Oof. Wow. Okay. Have you heard of, okay, I'm not dealing with I need you, Crystal, translate that. I need you to translate that to some basic words for me, please. Okay, Suzanne, you say you have both cysts and fibroids. Okay. Yeah, do the Castro pack. Do the Castro pack for the fibroids. But you listen. The Castro pack that I have, the instructions on the Castro pack that I have on this channel is specifically for fibroids. However, it doesn't work for submucosal fibroids or intercavitary fibroids. It doesn't work for those two fibroids. Nothing's gonna happen if you got those two type of fibroids. It's not gonna do anything. It doesn't do anything for those type of fibroids. So keep that in mind. Can sexual inactive increases this? Can being sexually inactive increase the size of fibroids? No. Why would why would a male penis determine whether your fibroids grow or shrink? Sweet, no. Do you understand how powerful you are because you have a uterus? Your uterus is not dependent upon anybody else's sexual organ except to make a baby. That answer is no. Your fibroids would not get bigger because you're not having sex. That's so cute. I'm sorry for laughing, but I thought that was cute. Like, what? Who's telling you this stuff? What are your recommendations for hypothyroidism? You have a hypothyroid. What's your height and weight? This is the third thyroid. This is the third thyroid. Is this the third person coming here with underactive thyroids? Jeez Louise. I'm 5'7", 180 pounds. You don't have a hypothyroid. Is that the new thing now? You the sister, Ancient Herb. You the third person in here talking about underactive thyroid, and you don't even have to wait for underactive thyroid. You're 5'7" and 180 pounds. You don't have an underactive thyroid. It starts with reoccurring cysts and leads to constant drainage. Oh, I'm sorry. What is this in reference to, Crystal? Let me see. Oh, okay. You're breaking that word down with me. So you have cysts. You have a cyst in your uterus or on your ovaries, Crystal. Be more specific for me. No problem, Delight. But there were no abortions or anything like that you mentioned, or it happened twice, or said bed rest or whole not. What? Alyssa, but there were no abortion or anything like that you mentioned. It happened twice. What you talking about? Your miscarriage? I didn't mention anything about miscarriage. I was talking about fibroids. There are several reasons why you get fibroids. I didn't say why you get a miscarriage. The doctor said it. Oh God. Guys, what? Oh my God. Do I need to make another video on stop taking your medical doctor seriously? You know what? And guess what? Ancient Herbal. Guess what? You the second person who said that your doctor said so. You guys are listening to these stupid doctors. Oh my God. because I'm going through emotional, mental stress, and mention something like that. Because I'm going through a mental. Oh, you're going through that mentally. Okay. Well, I do the emotional therapy is included in those packages. So that's that. So, yeah, when you listen to this recording all over again, look at the other sisters. Somebody, I got underactive thyroid. I said, who the hell? And here go my reply. You got an underactive thyroid. Post your height and weight. And I go, huh? You ain't got no underactive thyroid. Who told you that? My doctor. Crystal said it's on your skin. You have cysts on your skin. It starts with recurring cysts and leads to constant. Is it cysts or is it psoriasis or eczema? Which one is it? Is it you're just having a cyst form on your skin, Crystal, and then it just drains? Or is this a boil? Excuse me. Is this a boil? Is there a natural way to get rid of colon polyps or to prevent them? To prevent them, yes. Go vegetarian and eat lots of roughage. Get rid of meat completely. Even seafood. And just deal nothing but roughage. Deal with your whole grains, and then flush out your colon, and start drinking lots of water. Y'all still have a problem drinking water? I see. Anytime anybody in here who tells me they have problems with their colon, you are not a water drinker. I'm putting you on blast. My doctor put me on a progesterone pill. Oof. You on a progesterone pill for anxiety? Miss Dunk, let me just show you how doctors hurt you, girlfriend. I'm gonna just show you how doctors hurt you. Tell me, what hormone regulates anxiety? No. I'm not even gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you. Progesterone how is progesterone linked to anxiety? I'm not even going to do that to you, because I was going to say, name the hormone that's going to regulate your anxiety. The answer is none. Okay, so I just want to say I wasn't going to do that to you. So how is a progesterone pill going to help you with your anxiety and PMS along with sleep? And it's supposed to make you, wait a minute, the progesterone pill is supposed to calm your anxiety, take care of your PMS, and give you some sleep? He didn't check the hormone levels. Is this safe to take every day? Oh my God. Miss Dunk, I'm about to be hippie on you. What does your spirit say, sweetie? Look, check your spirit. What does your spirit say? Do your spirit say this safe to take every day? Okay, I'm clowning, but I'm serious. Close your eyes, cut off the computer, cut off everything, be still, put your right hand over the center part of your body, you know what I'm saying, right where your heart chakra is, and then ask yourself, is this safe to take every day? And listen to the answer and get back with me. Do fibroids shrink after menopause? Not always, no. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends. Hey, Dr. Akilah, what can I do to get rid of recurrent BV? I have tried everything, been dealing with this for over 10 years. I have a video. Let me tell you, there's two things. There's some emotional baggage going on with that BV, but I also have a video on the natural remedy to take care of it, but it will come back. Wait. Hold on, Keith. I'm sorry. Scratch everything I said. Kalisha, are you in a relationship with someone right now, and are you two sexually active? I forgot about that part. I gotta ask that part first. Alicia, no, I asked about fibroids and loss of babies. You spoke of stress, etc. You did not say miscarriage. I was saying the doctor said to have a baby, it would be bed rest for 9 months. I don't, Alicia, I don't know anything about you, so that would require a consultation to understand why the doctor would tell you you have to be on bed rest for 9 months. I don't even, I wouldn't even know what to tell you really. Cause I can't, there's something going on, and this is not the forum to get that detailed into your private life. So unfortunately, I can't really give you an answer. By medical doctors, I have been told that they are boils. Okay, I thought it sounded like a boil. I'm like, why do they keep renaming things? Okay, it sounds like a boil. No, that's not a cyst. That's a boil, beloved. That's not a cyst. We're gonna make her retire. Sapphire says we're gonna make her retire again. Miss Dunk said, he said it's calming. Sweetie, that's like saying taking estrogen is calming. That's like taking testosterone is calming. If taking testosterone is not calming and taking estrogen is not calming, how in the hell is taking progesterone calming? Does make me feel calm, but my answer is probably no. Does it make you feel calm? The answer is no. Of course it doesn't. Oh, good Lord. Y'all really need me, huh? Shouldn't be taking it every day. Thank you for the advice. Love your videos. You're welcome. Guys, you should know the hormones are the cause of your emotions, but to take a synthetic hormone will not solve your emotional problems. Holistically Powerful says, wild question, but you said a girl you know had moles and her blood was toxic. I have lots of moles, and the only thing I can think would make my blood toxic is perm, maybe. I mean, it depends on how long you had the moles. Have you always had the moles? Okay. Have you only had, hey, Miss Moves, that's a broad question. I need to know how long you had the moles. Okay, we doing so good. We doing real good. Oh, hold on, let me see. Are there any fruits and veggies to avoid with fibroids? I don't eat any meat. If you want to get an answer on the things to eat and things not to eat, then I suggest you buy the fibroid the bronze package, because that still has up-to-date information on what to eat and what not to eat. How do one heal from boils where there's now a hole that constantly drain? That's the Crystal. That's so detailed. I can't. When you start having boils on your hand, on your skin, okay, then your entire lifestyle needs to be reevaluated, and actually some things need to be taken out and some things have to be put in. So I can't answer that. Boils can be easily taken care of though, but it requires a lot of things you have to do physically and mentally. Okay. All right. I recently ended a relationship, and yes, we were sexually active. I tried your remedies a few times, but it kept coming back because you kept having unprotected sex with that guy. Ladies, when you have BV, stop having unprotected sex. That's the thing. That's why I kept coming back. Can you suggest best vegetables to fruits to eat for type 2 diabetic? And what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? Love intermittent fasting. Love it. The best vegetables and fruits to eat for type 2 diabetes. I have a article on Celestial Healing Wellness site. Just go there, and let me see if I can find it real quick for you. Well, I am promoting that site as if I still own it. Look at me. Look at how nice I am. Let's see, herbal tips. All right, I'm just gonna, you know what? You're gonna have to do the research. I'm gonna show you the way, and you have to take it from there. This is the page here. I've written 90% of the articles on that page, and one of them tells you the foods you can eat and the foods you can't eat when you're diabetic. And intermittent fasting is awesome. Do geritol build up blood fast? Are you asking me medication questions? Geritol is not an herb. And buy the recipe. There you go, Sapphira. Buy that recipe book. My mother just got diagnosed for large polyps at the colon opening, and they are calling for immediate surgery, citing it may be cancerous. Do you think she should go forward with the surgery? What do you mean they may be cancerous? It's either cancerous or it's not cancerous. They can tell if it's cancerous or not. They just want to do the surgery because they want to get paid. And if we're talking about your mama, more than likely your mom is not going to stop. Here's the thing. When we talk about parents, it's bad enough y'all won't change your diet. So what's the chance that your parents going to stop changing? If I told you that your mama could no longer eat beef and pork, is she going to lose her mind and cuss you out? Or she going to be like, yes, baby, I'm just ready to just be healthy? Chances are no, she's not going to stop eating it. So if she want to get the surgery, let her. I'm at the point in my life right now is that if you're not willing to change your life, then you go ahead and go through the ways of the medical facilities. I'm open for change and ready for change. Okay. You have to go find a doctor. I'm not back into practice anymore. Until further. I am going to come back, but not now. I don't have the patience to do it right now. But find a naturopath who's not a medical doctor that has success, and ask them for referrals in reference to success they have had with boils. Gyro. Okay. It's not for me. It was for a friend. I told her to see a specialist, but thanks anyway. It made no sense to me what doctors were saying. I was just wondering, since you have fibroid knowledge. Yeah, exactly. No problem, Alicia. Thank you. I need the food list for my father. He has type 2 diabetes. Yeah, it's a big list on that. It's a big list on that page. Okay. Save yourself. That's right, Sapphira. Okay, how can I build my blood? I'm a bad anemic. Change your diet. and Mosley. Okay, why don't you start juicing, spinach and juicing beets and juicing. Why don't you start juicing foods that are high in iron and iodine? Why don't you encompass them into your diet? Why don't you start taking natural herbal supplements that are high in iron and iodine? There you go. It's really simple. So, it's really not hard for the things that you guys want to deal with. And I think about it is I'm not going to and those of you who want to, and I think I made this clear before I retired, that I'm not going to compete with anybody's medical doctor. I don't have to. If you want to go see your medical doctors, please go see them. If you want the medical procedures, go get them. But when you get them, when you go and get these things done to you, don't come to me and complain that you can't take this herb and you don't know if this is going to have. No. Miss Ann Mosley, I'm definitely not going to talk to you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. I'm beginning to have flashbacks why one of the many things that made me leave. Somewhere in my comment section, when I was talking about, what was I talking about? Ginger. Somewhere in my comment section says, I can't take ginger because I have a stent in my valve. I have something about, she allowed a doctor to put a stent or maybe a valve in her circulatory system. And I said to her, and this is the reason why a lot of people get angry with me, but everybody get angry with me because I don't put sugar on my truth. I go, well, why are you here? That was just I was like, why are you here? I'm here to get understanding on how I can lower my blood pressure. I said, if you had a medical doctor do that to you, why aren't you going to your medical doctor? Because I'm having some side effects to the medication he got me on. I was like, I'm not here for you. You need to belong to your medical doctor. So deal with the consequences and the repercussions of your medical doctor. Choose a God. Choose a God. But you can't go to him and have him jack you up and put you on medication that's giving you a long list of side effects, and then you want to come here and complain about why you can't take no herbs. I'm not here for you. I'm just not. Everybody, remember when I said earlier, everybody can't be a vegan. Everybody can't stick to a holistic way of life. That goes for everybody. It's just not meant for everybody. And that's okay. That is okay. You can't save everybody, and nobody is supposed to live the way you want them to live. They need to live the way they want to live. And we have family and friends out there who know within your heart that they could live a better life and live pain-free and don't have to deal with a lot of problems if they just go this way of life, but they don't want to, and you have to obey that. You have to respect that. Is juicing better than smoothies? It's just another alternative. No, it's neither nor. Smoothie is not better than juicing, and juicing is not better than smoothies. It's still using natural fruit and vegetables. You can juice natural fruit and vegetables, or you can use a smoothie. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna get you to the same destination. Juicing is awesome. It works. It works. It changed a lot of my health issues. You just have to have the self-discipline along with exercise. Yes, this is true. Vegetables I cannot eat. I just juice and I add fruit and it was good. This is true. Yes. What is good? I do both. I juice and I do smoothies. I do both. By the way, guys, for some reason, if your message are getting deleted, that's not me. That's the bot doing it. I'm not doing that. For some reason, we have a Google bot, and they implemented it on YouTube, and it's actually I see it deleting you guys' messages. That's not me. I'm not even near the keyboard right now. What is good for lowering cholesterol? Changing your diet. I did so many videos on it on this channel, guys. That this is the easy. Changing your diet. You know what's really good for lowering your cholesterol? Go vegetarian. Notice I didn't say vegan. Go vegetarian. You'll definitely have low cholesterol then. I'm scared to ask, but do you have a list of herbs I can get for anemia? There is a list on the website. Celeste, as a matter of fact, I know it's a list on the website. I created the list. Those for you who don't know, I started celestialhealing.net. I started that business. That used to be my baby. I used to have a branch in Atlanta. I used to have a branch in Munich. And what happened was in 2015, I had enough. And I said, I want out. And I sold the Celestial Healing business in Atlanta. I sold it to Mark in 2015. And in 2016, I sold the Munich branch, because I was still out there at the time, to Hilda. So when I tell you the thing, and I did so much work, we're talking about work on that site that was there since 1999. So we're talking about the dissertation in reference to, why vegetarian veganism is the best way to go, fibroids, diabetes, high blood pressure, juicing, fasting, and smoothies. All of those articles I wrote, and we're talking about close to 20 years. Yeah, actually we are talking 20 years. We're talking about 20 years of information I stored. And in the process and the conditions of selling that business, the only thing I could keep that's mine is this YouTube channel. But my ebooks are sold on there. I get all the proceeds for that, minus the processing fee. And basically, when it comes to my services on fibroids, and also the herbal supplements I created, I get a percentage of that. So I did a lot of work on that site, and so therefore a lot of the questions you all are asking me, you're going to see me refer to you to go to that site. And I'm going to say go to that site because I know I wrote an article about it and I know it's still up there. And so it gives you a lot of information. Okay. Juicing and smoothies are both good. It depends on the person. Yeah. It depends on how lazy the person is. Alyssa, you too nice. If you're lazy, you ain't gonna like neither one of them. But if you're not that lazy, you're like smoothies. If you're lazy, you're gonna hate juicing. Those are facts. How often do you recommend juicing per week to start? That's a good question. Depends on your schedule. It depends on your schedule. Yeah, it just depends on your schedule. It just depends on your schedule. If you're constantly working and you're not home and you come home and you tired, last thing you want to do is wash your vegetables and fruit and cut certain things of them before you start juicing them. Do you have any recommendations for a natural heal in Georgia? No, Chris, unfortunately, I lost, when I went to live in Germany, I lost all contact with a lot of natural healers here, because when I retired in 2015, I was expecting someone to take the throne of, the best naturopath for fibroid shrinkage and anything dealing with the infertility, infertility, fibroid shrinkage, anything dealing with the cysts, your cysts on your ovaries, your cervix, things like that. I thought that's what I was told, that, the reason why you're just too harsh, Dr. Akilah, even though I was very effective, but I'm effective in what I do work. Yeah, but you're just too strict. I know somebody who can do it better than you, and they're not that strict. I was like, okay, then go to them. And then I kept hearing that thing said so much, I just decided, I said, okay, I'm gonna leave and let you guys go to that person and see if they're gonna provide that completely. And it didn't happen. And imagine that didn't happen. What? Where's my music, dude? Hold on. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna keep it going. I think at 10 o'clock I'm gonna stop. But if we have some still going today, okay. Do you have any recommendation? Oh, no, got that. That's true, because I was once lazy. Facts, you're right. Yep, exactly. When you're lazy, you ain't gonna do no juicing. Juicing requires a lot of prep. See, the difference between juicing and smoothies is you just throw a little bit of fruit in here. You throw a little spinach in there. You do a little water or some almond milk, and then you hit the button. With juicing, you gotta cut this up to fit the shoot. All right. And then you gotta clean out the juicer. And then you gotta, I mean, there's a lot of prepping with a smoothie, with a blender. You just throw stuff into a blender, hit blend, pour it in a cup, or drink it right from the blender itself, and then rinse that sucker out, and that's it. You done. But if you talking about juicing, please, honey, that's a lot of work. And lazy people are not going to stick to juicing. What foods are good to increase a healthy weight? You want to gain weight, Trish? And said, you are my new doctor. You want to gain weight? My last question about hypothyroidism. My doctor has never seen a woman my age that has a monthly period and not even a premenstrual. I'm 63. Girl, are you serious? That is not unnormal. Ooh, you really healthy. You go, girl. Do you think the thyroid is stopping my menopause? All right. I like people like you. Let's talk. Let's talk for a second. You're 63 and you still have a period. Let me tell you what's going on with you. You are from a descendant of women who basically were having like 11, 15, 19 kids well into their 50s, honey girl. Okay? Well into their 50s. And women who had kids well into that, this is back in the day, by the way. They don't have menopause until their late 60s or their early 70s. Now, the things that's going to suck about you is that you still have to, your mama had 11 kids. Man, do I know it or not? Do I know my stuff? She said her mama had 11 kids. Her mama, see what I mean? Do I know my stuff or not? Do I know my stuff or not? I told you. Girl, I'm told you. I know my girl. Can't nobody touch me when it comes to my knowledge. Can't nobody touch me when it comes to my knowledge, girl. I swear. Anyway, you come from that lineage. You come from strong women like that. Okay? All right? So check this out. There's nothing wrong with you, beloved. You're gonna mess up some strong genes listening to these stupid doctors. I know, girl. You know what, Inanna? I did not call it. I was like, girl, you come from a lineage of a woman who had lots of kids, girl. I'm telling you. There's nothing wrong with you if you still have your period at 63. But listen to me. It's very important you listen to me because I'm trying to make sure you don't mess this up. Now, if you're afraid about getting pregnant, I got you. I totally understand. If you are afraid, well, let me ask you, are you afraid of getting pregnant? Because you probably got that on lockdown. If you're not afraid of getting pregnant, then let your uterus do what it wants to do. Be you. Have your periods. Okay, so you're not afraid of getting pregnant. Now, I feel you about the whole not wanting to, you just like, I'm so tired of bleeding. I get it. Okay? I totally get it. But here's the good news. You're not going to have any menstrual menopause symptoms like other women. You're not going to have, I don't know what they have. I'm still on my period, by the way. But it's like, I don't know what, there's a lot of study. They get hot flashes and night sweats and all. I don't know anyone like me. Oh, you're a rare breed, girl. I don't know anybody like me, okay? So I know how it is if you don't know anybody like you. So it's don't try to get rid of your period. Let your uterus do what it wants to do. But you should really be proud of yourself of being a descendant of powerful women who had lots of babies, and especially in that age range. Listen, when you have a cycle, you still can get pregnant. Do you understand that? That's the only thing that's, for me, this sucks. It's like, oh my God, That's the only thing for me that sucks. It's like there's still a possibility that you can still get pregnant. But if you got that on lockdown, which I've always had that on lockdown, okay? I've always had that on lockdown. I make sure I do what I have to do to not get pregnant. Trust those words. And that's the only thing you need to do. And so in the meantime, if you're 63 years old and you're still having a cycle, the only thing I suggest you do is to still, first of all, don't shame your uterus. You should not shame your uterus. You should sit up here and be proud of your uterus. You should still take, all of you ladies should be on evening primrose oil. Every last one of you females listening to me right now should be on evening primrose oil. I live by that. Okay? And you should start doing things to celebrate this new you're in your 60s. So now you're taking on a different way of life, a different way of thinking. And your body, I think you're going to go into menopause probably in when you get into your late 60s. But don't trip out now because you're 63 and you're on your period. Big deal. So what? I mean, no, so what? Because you still can get pregnant. But like I said, if you got that taken care of, then you good. You good. Okay? So when you're getting into that, yeah, you're fine. Don't let these doctors mess you up, girl. Are you serious? No. Celebrate your uterus. Understand that there will be a time you're going to come real soon to the point where you can't have, where your period is going to stop and you are going to go through menopause. But I'm going to tell you something. 90% of my clients, even the client I had last week, they didn't go through any menopause symptoms. I had my client that was in here last week. Okay. She was like, I didn't go through any menopause symptoms. You know why? Because she was underneath my treatments, my help, my herbal supplements, my herbal programs, not supplements, not treatments, just herbal supplements. She was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. Just make sure you love your uterus, love yourself. Understand there's nothing wrong with you just because if you talk to the average woman, they're gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with you? You need to go to the doctor. You still in your cycle. That's not natural. No, that's not natural to her. By the way, I hope, just so you know, I come from that line of women. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I hope when I'm 63, I ain't on my period though. But I anticipate being on my cycle for a long time, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't give me any hint that it's going to go away because, you know what I'm saying, I've been really taking care of myself, even though I had that mishap. So, no. Okay, I missed a lot of questions. Hold on a second, let me see. Okay, Alyssa was giving, Alyssa was giving, okay, you was giving good recommendations. I see you. Good recommendations on the, she said, tip, prepare your vegetables and fruit clean and Ziploc bag, freeze and juice every 2 days. Dr. Akilah is being honest and upfront. Thank God we have someone who won't lie to you. You got that right. Yes, I don't lie. That's why people get mad at me because I don't lie to them. All right. I thought something was wrong with me. I still get my period. I'm 49 years old. I have fibroids. Nothing's wrong with you except for them fibroids. There's nothing wrong with you. You're having a period. You guys are not supposed to go in your menopause. You're not supposed to go through menopause until you're in your mid 50s. Really, true talk though. Let's see. I like having my periods. It lets me know I'm not having a baby. You know what? That's truth. That's factual. Let's see. There is an app called Natural Cycles to help with either getting pregnant or not. If you don't want to get pregnant, or you don't want to use birth control pills. How much primrose oil should you be taking? It depends on your height and weight. Let me just be general. I'm gonna just be general. If you're 5'10" or above, you should take at least 2,000 milligrams a day. If you're under that, I'm gonna say 1,000 or maybe 1,500 milligrams. I got some on this desk right now, as a matter of fact. Boy, I be eating these things like candy though. They don't taste like no candy. You gotta swallow them. Yeah, yeah. That should give you guys a rough until somebody give you a specialized one. You promised a real yummy Lock natural hair care video before you dipped out. Waited patiently. Sapphire, you know what I think I'm about to do? I'm about to make a video saying I noticed how the natural hair thing was a fad. I see everybody talking about something. I got a natural hair torture video or some video about horror. No, natural hair horror story. I knew that sucker was a fad. I was like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I was like, look at how people went natural and all of a sudden they went right back to perms. I must have missed it. So the healthier you are, the longer you have cycles. Yes, actually, yeah. If the healthier, let me just say, not the healthier you are, the healthier your reproduction system is. Okay. Also keep in mind too, here's something else to take into effect when it comes to your cycle. If you started your cycle late, you're going to end late. So, and I've had clients that had this happen. Some clients didn't start their cycle till they were 17 or 18. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. 17 or 18. And if you started your cycle at 17 or 18, you definitely not going to you're not going to go through menopause anytime soon until your late 50s or early 60s. Okay. I have another question. Since I am dealing with BV for so long, could it be on my intestines and not? No. That's impossible. That's impossible. No, that's not possible. The only symptom I had was hot flashes. I don't miss my sister. Aaliyah, you're so Dr. Akilah, you're so Listen, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to, not having a cycle anymore, is not having to, ever since I've been on my cycle and ever since I was sexually active, I think at the age of 19, the biggest thing I've always worried about, and trust me, I've always taken precautions of making sure I don't get pregnant. I know how to use natural birth control. I gave you guys a video on natural birth control. I think I got that video hidden though. You know what? Let me give y'all that video. I got that video hidden. Let me see if I can find that video on natural birth control. I hid that video. Why did I hide that video? Oh, I tell you why. I hid it because I hid it because YouTube was like, this video is not safe because I talk about a lot of sexual stuff in there, but it's not like a not safe for work sexual thing. But YouTube was trying to age restrict that video. Here you go. This is, if y'all want to know about all forms of natural birth control, there you go in that video right there. All right, let me see if I miss anybody else. I'm still in this lock for life. I'm locked for life too. I started locks before the whole natural hair movement. And when everybody was on the train, I was like, you know what? These people are some hypocrites. They ain't gonna stick to it. And I was right. Now you got videos of my natural hair horror story. What? How? Primrose oil. I was 13. Oh, you started young. When did I start mine? I think I started my cycle when I was 13 too. Yeah, I did. You started yours when you were 9. The earlier you start your cycle, the earlier you go into menopause. The late you start your cycle, the late you'll start having menopause. You're going to menopause. What do we need to do in order to have easy menopause transition? Very good question. Oh, that's a very good question. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give you a general answer, but it's still an answer nonetheless. The first thing I would do is just basically understand that menopause is a completion of a cycle of your life, a phase of your life actually, and you have to also do some completion within the physical part of your body, your life. And I would suggest you start embracing essential fatty acids. You start embracing vitamin D, C. Get vitamin D naturally if you can though. Go in the sun. If you got dark skin, it's going to take an hour. If you have lighter skin, it's going to take 20 minutes. It's a whole entire process of cleansing and things like that. Forgiving and letting go and eliminating toxicity that goes with toxic people, toxic situations, and toxic foods. That's a very good question though. I started at 11. I've only been pregnant once and I'm 29. Wonder how my fertility is. Your fertility is probably fine. Why would you question your fertility? Because you're 29? You're still very fertile. You'll be very fertile up until your late 30s. Maybe even early 40s. I started my cycle early. I'm still having it past 50. Oh, Dark Star. Uh-oh, girl. If you still having your cycle in the age of 58, we know what your lineage is. Your hair looks great in the picture. Thank you. It's not that long anymore. I cut it. It's right at my breast now. Well, is it? Let me see. Yep. I cut my hair at I still got locks. No, don't get me wrong. I still got locks. I'm locked for life. I'm the kind of person who's gonna have locks for the rest of my life. But it's not that long anymore. I cut it to my breast line. Tell me about natural birth control. Check out that video I just posted up there. Alicia, I just posted a video. Gives a full explanation about natural birth control. The link didn't open. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. You know what I did? I'm sorry, guys. Let me fix that for you. My fault. I'm giving you the video link to my control panel. That ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. I'm about to fix that right now. Hold on. I apologize. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna fix it right now. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna hook y'all up. Here we go. There's a video right there. There you go. That works there. Okay. That shit works on you. Okay. All right. The link didn't open. I started my locks back in the 90s and I'm not changing. There you go. I was 12 years old. I will keep you posted. Actually, it's pretty good. That's 12 years old. It's pretty good. That's later than most, but that's good. Many doctors scare us with the age to have a child. That's why you got to disconnect from the medical doctors, dude. So waiting patiently on that video for the long, thick, healthy hair. I wrote a book. Hold on. How to get, what did I say? Did I say I was on how to get long, thick hair? Did I say that? I was about to buy your hair oil, but I didn't know who that dude was, so I changed my mind. What dude? You talking about Bruce? You know I have a book on natural hair care, right? I have an ebook. How can I gain healthy weight with fibroids? What's your height and weight, Trish? I was only 53 at the end of the month. Don't push it. I will only be 53 at the end of the month. Don't push it. Alicia said, oh, you're forgiven. Thoughts on gray hair. You said you were doing a video. Thoughts on gray. You're 5'2" and 100 pounds. Okay. 5'2", 100 pounds. I got bad news for you, Trish. If you go through, let's say for instance, if you were really my client, right? If you were going through my program, I would prepare you to lose. I would say you're going to lose some weight and then eventually rebound to gain weight. Because you would I'm not saying you're overweight. Oh, let me see if I phrased that correctly. Let me if I phrased that incorrectly, let me redo it again. Everybody who gets on my program to get rid of fibroids, they all lose weight. Whether you're normal weight or you're overweight, even if you're underweight, you're still going to lose a little weight. And then the body recalculates itself, it regroups, and then healthy weights start coming back on as the body begins to readjust. The toxins are eliminated. The colon is now being flushed out. So things get readjusted. So yeah, that happens. I have a do-it-yourself program that's on Celestial Healing website. I'll give you the link to it. Hold on. I guess I should keep this link here so I can stop looking for it, right? That would be helpful. Thoughts on gray hair. As long as you're not prematuring graying, I don't see a problem with it. The gray hair is just a symbol of low minerals. People with low minerals will gray early. But as you get older, your nutrient levels go down, and therefore you start to gray. Yes, I guess Bruce. I was asking him some questions. I thought he was your assistant. No. Michelle's my assistant. No. Sapphira, why don't you try my ebook? Hey, my mother didn't have me until she was 40, so my body is a little confused. But I don't understand. Having children at 40 is not crazy though. Listen, let me tell you something. Having a child at 40 because you put your career first is crazy. That's crazy to me. Instead of you being because if you were a mother and you had several children and in the process of having 7 children, you turned 40 and had another child, I'd see nothing wrong with that. But when you go to college and then you graduate and you start this business, then all of a sudden you starting to get old and you're like, man, I'm the president or the CEO, the chief engineer, blah, 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 blah. I want a baby. What? What are you talking about? See, that's when I have a problem. If I can't do your program because of the lupus medication. You on lupus medication? Okay, you can't do it. Trish, if you're on lupus medication, sweetie, you can't do any herbal program. You just can't, especially to shrink fibroids. I'm 32 years old. If I don't dye my hair, I would be all gray. Oh, Miss Dunk, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. How do you know if you have fibroids? Well, you can go to the doctor and get a ultrasound, and they'll tell you. My name is Shay from Dallas, Texas. You shrunk my fibroids. We had 2 consults back in 2014, and now I'm fibroid free. And I also lost 35 pounds in the first 2 months using your program. Well, congratulations, Shay. 2014. Wow, you was just in the process when I was about to leave. It's a good thing you got in when I was about to leave, because I left the following year. So happy to hear that you're still fibroid free. Congrats on that. And congrats on, sticking with the program. How do I do a consultation? I don't, here's the thing with guys, just go check that, here. If you want to know about shrinking fibroids, those are your 3 options there. Okay. Mom's had 6 kids and I'm the only one with none. 10 years gap between me and my sister. Well, Lord have mercy, look at there. That's what I'm saying. Like when women have kids in their 20s and their 30s, having a child at the age of 40 or even in their mid 40s is nothing unheard of. True story. I know a woman who she had kids. She had about 7 kids, in her 20s, 30s, and 40s. Okay. Her own daughter wanted to have a child. And no. Sorry. She had her first child. She got married at the age of 17, had her first kid at the age of 18. Sorry. That daughter wanted to have a baby and was unable to. And they did which is, you got to have money to do this. Okay. You got to have money to do this. But they did in vitro fertilization with the daughter's eggs, with her husband's sperm. And put the fertilized eggs inside, put all those fertilized eggs in the mama. And the mama was able to carry that baby. She had 3 of them, but that's usually the case. That's usually the case when you get when you go through that process. So if you're trying to have babies, you're gonna have to start using it. So, for example, if you have a baby, if you had a baby in your 20s, then you have already been through the worst part of it. So now you can have babies in your 30s, babies in your 40s if you want to. You see how that works? But when you have your first baby in your 40s, well, then you have to tread lightly. Okay, here we go. Do you recommend any food to gain weight in general without a program? It depends on without the program. Trish, so let me ask you something. So like if you eat a lot of naturally fatty foods and stuff, you don't gain weight. I always find out people say they can't gain weight. They don't hardly eat. And I'm trying to say like what, and then when they do eat, they once. I seen that too, actually. A friend of my friend. I don't like her. Sorry, but I have to be honest. I don't like this person, but she is a friend of my friend. And she always, I can't gain weight. I can't gain weight. And then when I look at the half of eat, she's eating like a cup of what do you call that? What do you call that when you put the fruit? It's a fruit cup. Is that? What is? There's another name for that. There's a bunch of fruit in a fruit cup with that juice in it. It's something I would never eat. I think it is called a fruit cup thing. Anyway, she eats that and go, "Ooh, I'm so full." You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? She's basically gorging on seaweed chips. And I'm like, she's a terrible eater. She has very bad diet. But she eats like a squirrel. And she don't even eat nuts. So I always say, people say they can't gain weight. I can see if you're an athlete and you are putting out more calories than you're taking in. You're putting out more calories because of your athletic program than you're putting in. Okay, that's a legitimate reason. But if you're not working out and you're not in your 20s and you don't have a certain type of illness, I don't understand how you can't gain weight. Let's see. Let me see. Can someone in 40s with fibroids get pregnant after going through your program? Yeah, I have done that before. I just turned 40 and only have a few grays. Started drinking blackstrap molasses and morning spinach, etc., and a lot more. Go ahead, Sophia. My sister's. Oh, she talking about Miss Dunk. What mineral reverses gray hair? All minerals. Thanks. What can I do for dry mouth? My lips are sticking to my teeth. Vincent, what's your weight? I don't need to know your height. I just need to know your weight. Tell me your weight. I know a lady who had a baby at age 49. All right, peanut jelly. See what I'm saying? Okay, guys. Oh, shoot, it's 10 o'clock. 2:15. Okay, and how much water are you drinking in liters? Or should I say, yeah. Or how much, no, excuse me, not liters. How many cups of water are you drinking? Man, I haven't been doing this in a long time. Let's see, 1, 7, what else? Let me see, ounces. Huh, never mind. Let me see how much, just tell me how much water you're drinking a day. How much water you drink? 4 liters. Let me convert that. 4 liters. 4 liters into ounces. You're drinking. Are you really drinking 4 liters? Are you telling me the truth? Are you really drinking 4 liters a day, Vincent? Peace and blessings. I wanted to know if I can clean my lungs. I have smoked blunts and Black and Miles. Yes, you can clean your lungs. You would have to take there's several liver cleansing herbs you can take for that. Water is all I drink. Okay, you're doing really good on the water, dude. That's why I'm like, what? So then your food intake sucks. You're doing something. For you to have dry mouth. Okay, one more question. I forgot one question. Are you on any type of medication? Because here's the deal. For you to have dry mouth with all that type of water you drink, that's really good for your height. If you're having dry mouth, you're either on some kind of medication or your diet sucks, or both. Okay, no medication could do better with the diet. Okay. All right there. So you know what you need to do. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I'm not going to have another one next Tuesday because I am going to be so busy. But I will definitely try to come back. What is your perspective on fasting to help maintain health? I love it. I love it. Love it. Fasting. You'll never get me to talk bad about fasting. So that's that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go. I'm not going to be here next Tuesday, but listen, subscribe. I need you guys to subscribe. Hit the bell 2, 3, 5, 20 times. I don't know how many times you got to hit the bell so that when I do go live, you will get a notification or you get an email that says, hey, guess what? Dr. Akilah Q&A is live. And that way you get to get in and get to ask me a question. And then I get to talk to you. I do start on time like I did today. Last week I didn't start on time because I had some technical difficulties. But I always start on time. So if I say I'm going to do this at 8 o'clock, please know that I'm going to do that at 8 o'clock from now on. But I always do it for 8 o'clock. So I won't be here next Tuesday, but I might be here the Tuesday after next. But still, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you can know when I do go live so you can jump in, okay? So with that being said, you all have a great day. Look for another video being popped up this week on this channel, and I'll see you all next time. Peace and blessings.